Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and safe at your home. So, students, this is your mathematics class for class 9th. This is your chapter 7, chapter name triangles. This is your revision second. In first revision, we revise all concepts related to triangles, all parts of triangle, congruency of triangle, and first four theorems of triangle. Now, students, in today's lecture, we will revise next four theorems of chapter number 7. So, we will start our lecture with theorem 7.5. Theorem 7.5 is, if in two right angle triangles, the hypotenuse and one side of the triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So student, basically it is RHS rule. Right angle, hypotenuse are any one side. So what is statement? If in two right angle triangles, the hypotenuse and one side of a triangle, one triangle, are equal to the corresponding parts of the other triangle. What corresponding parts? The hypotenuse and the one side of the other triangle. So students, you have to learn this statement. If two right angle triangle, the hypotenuse and the one side of a triangle are equal to the corresponding hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. This is our RHS rule. Now students, we will solve this question. First, we will discuss this question with the help of diagram. We have two right angled triangle ABC and triangle DEF. In this triangle, angle B is 90 degree. In this triangle, angle E is 90 degree. Like your previous theorem 7.4, which was SSS rule, we did a construction. We will follow the same construction in it. We will produce DE at point G such that AB and EG are equal to each other and angle B and angle 1 are also equal to each other by construction. Then join GF. Now, first of all, we have to take these two triangles for congruency, because students, you know it very well why I am taking these two triangles, because in this theorem what is given? Angle B and angle E is 90 degree. Hypotenuse AC and DEF is also equal to each other. One side BC and EF are also equal to each other. So student, for the congruency of these two triangles, we will take two elements from these three, but we need to create one more element by ourselves. So we have to do this congruency also. For these two triangles, this equal to this by construction, this equal to this by construction, and this equal to this as given. So SAS, congruence rule, they both are equal to each other. By the congruency, AC is equal to GF by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle, and angle A and angle G are equal to each other. So in these two triangles, we took two parts as a CPCT. We know it very well, it is given that AC and DF are equal to each other. But now we proved AC and GF are also equal to each other. So in this triangle DFG, These two sides are equal to each other. So their base angle, angle D and angle G are also equal to each other. But we proved a minute ago that angle A and angle G are equal to each other by CPCT. So definitely A and D are also equal to each other. So our motive is now fulfilled. We got one element in equality in these two triangles. Now students, we will follow with the written part. Pay attention here. We have to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Construction. Produce DE at G such that EG is equal to AB. Join GF. In triangle ABC and GEF, AB is equal to G by construction, angle B is equals to angle E, which I marked as angle 1, 90 degree, each 90 degree. BC is equal to EF given. So students, so that by SAS rule we have triangle ABC is congruent to triangle JEF, angle A is equal to angle G by CPCT, AC and GF also equal to CPCT. But we know it very well that AC is equal to DF. So AC equal to GF, AC equal to DF. So GF and DF are equal to each other. So their base angles are also equal. Reason, angle opposite to equal sides are equal. I only want to show the pattern how we will write this question. Reasons are the most important. So now we know it very well that D is equals to G and A is equal to D. Why? A is equals to dy because A is equal to angle G, angle D is equal to angle G. From these two equations, angle A and D are also equal to each other because they both are equal to same angle. So in triangle ABC and DEF, angle A is equal to angle D, above proved. Angle B, angle E are also equal given. AC is equal to DF given. So that by AAS rule, we have triangle ABC and triangle DEF are congruent to each other. So student, this is your theorem 7.5. Hope now all doubts are clear to you. Now next theorem is 7.6. Theorem 7.6 says if two sides of a triangle are unequal, it means two sides of a triangle are shorter and longer, they are not equal to each other. The angle opposite to the longer side is larger, or we can say that it is greater. So student, in this question, in this theorem and the next two theorems also, we have to prove some inequalities. So according to theorem 7.6 is if we have a triangle ABCD and two sides are not equal to each other, they are unequal, like AB and AC are unequal to each other. So we have to prove that angle opposite to the longer side is larger. So we have to take one side as longer and we have to prove that the angle opposite to that side is also larger or greater. So in triangle ABC, we took AC is greater than AB, AC is greater than AB. So definitely the angle opposite to AC, which is angle B, it means angle ABC, and angle opposite to AB, which is angle C, it means angle ACB. It means we have to prove that ABC angle is greater than angle ACB. So we will do a construction. Mark a point T on AC such that AB and AD now equal to each other, because we know it very well, if AC is greater than AB and we have to equalize both the sides, so definitely we will cut some parts from the longer side. So we cut this part from the longer side to make them equal. So now AB and AD are equal to each other. If we will start our proof. Triangle ABD, AB is equal to AD by construction. So angle 1 and angle 2 are equal to each other. We know it very well. The reason, angle opposite to equal sides are equal. Definitely now, In triangle BDC, angle 2 is the exterior angle. Yes. So the exterior angle property is exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angle. It means DCB or DBC. Angle 2 is equal to sum of these two angles. If I will compare angle 2 with this angle or individually with this angle, so definitely angle 2 is greater than this as well as this also. Angle 2 is the exterior angle of triangle BCD. Angle 2 is greater than, angle 2 is equal to angle C plus CBD. If I will compare any one triangle angle with the angle 2 is greater than triangle DCB, angle DCB. Angle 2 is also equal to ACB. It means this also and this also. Angle 2 and angle 1 are equal to each other. We know it very well. So we replace it. Angle 1 is greater than angle ACB, or we can say that angle 1 is greater than angle C. We only prove that angle B is greater than angle C. Now we know it very well that angle 1 is only a part of angle B. If a part is greater than something, then the whole is also and definitely and compulsory greater than that thing. So angle 1 is only a part of angle B. If angle 1 is greater than angle C, so angle B is also greater than angle C. So angle, the complete name ABC and ACB, angle ABC is greater than angle ACB. So students, now this is your theorem 7.6. Next theorem is 7.7. When we discussed these theorem in our lectures first time, then some of the student also mention in comment box that they want again explanation of theorem 7.7. So students, please pay attention. Hope now you got all your answers. Theorem 7.7. In any triangle, the side opposite to the larger angle is longer. So students, according to the statement, what is given? The side opposite to the larger angle is longer. It means larger angle is given. In a triangle, we will fix that which angle is larger. According to us, you can change it also. So I took angle B is greater than angle C. It's my choice. You can take angle C is greater than angle B, angle A is greater than angle B, angle A is greater than angle C. It's your choice. We have to take one angle is greater than the another one. So I took angle B and angle C, relation between B and C, and angle B is greater than angle C. To prove AC is greater than AB. Definitely, if I took the relation between these two angles, so we have to prove the relation between two sides which are present opposite to them. So angle B is present opposite to AC, angle C is present opposite to AB. So we have to prove that AC is greater than AB. For this, we have the following three possibilities. Because we don't know what is the actual situation, so we will take three possibilities. It is possible they both are equal to each other. It is possible that AC is less than AB. It is also possible that AC is greater than AB. All three possibilities are possible because we don't know about the relation. We have to prove one thing because we took ourselves a relation between two angles, and then we have to prove the relation between these two sides which are present opposite to them. So students, we will check all the points, all the possibilities for our answer. So we have three possibilities. Case 1, when AC is equal to AB, if we let that they both are equal to each other, we will fix that they both are equal to each other. If they both are equal to each other, so their base angle, angle ABC and angle ACB are also equal to each other. Reason, angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So if they both are equal to each other, it means the given statement is wrong, because it is already given B is greater than C, and now I am proving here that B and C are equal to each other. They both are contradict to each other. This is contradiction. They both are opposing. They both statements are different to each other. It means one statement is true and one statement is false. Definitely they both are not correct at the same time. So definitely, because it is, we will take this as correct. If it is given B is greater than AC, it is not possible relation, so it is also not possible. So students, now your second case, AC is less than AB. It means angle opposite to AC, it means angle ACB is greater than ABC. Which angle is present opposite to AC? Opposite to AC is present angle B. It means angle ABC is less than angle present opposite to AB, which is angle ACB. So student, do not confuse between these. They both are same. Only on difference is our writing pattern. Here we can say B is less than C. And in this equation, angle C is greater than B. They both are same. Reason, longer side has the greater angle opposite to it. Again, in this relation, because he said B is less than C, it is also not possible, because we have a given relation according to that B is greater than C. So this is contradiction again. Both the statements are not correct at the same time. We will take given as true. So this statement is contradict that true statement. So it is also not possible. Case second, AC is greater than AB. It means angle B is greater than. Case third, sorry, it is case third, that AC is greater than AB and ABC is greater than ACB. This is true because it follow the given relation. So this case is true and AC is greater than AB proved. So student, hope now all doubts are cleared. Now theorem 7.8. Theorem 7.8 is also a very easy theorem. You know this relation from your previous classes also. Sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. It means we have to prove that sum of any two sides of a triangle greater than the third side. So the three possibilities are possible. AB plus AC is greater than BC, AB plus BC is greater than AC, or BC plus AC is greater than AB. It means sum of two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Given a triangle ABC, and we have to prove all three relations. If we can prove one relation, then we can say similarly we can prove rest of the two. So for that we will do a small construction. We will take a triangle ABC. We produce BA such that, to point D, such that AD and AC are equal to each other. So in triangle ABC, we produce BA at point D such that AD and AC are equal to each other. So students, now we will start our proof. In this triangle ACD, if these two sides are equal, so their base angles are also equal to each other. Definitely they are equal to each other. If we will add angle 3 in angle 2 or not in angle 1, if we will add one thing in two equal things on one side only, then definitely that side is greater than to the next side. So in triangle ACD, AC is equal to AD, so the base angles angle 1 and 2 are also equal to each other. Angle opposite to equal sides are equal. If we will add angle 3 in angle 2, not in angle 1, definitely this sign is not possible now. If we will add a same thing on the both sides, then this sign is possible, because we are adding or subtracting a same thing from two equal things. But now we will adding a thing on one side only. So definitely angle 3 plus angle 2 is greater than angle 1. Now 3 plus 2 means angle C. Angle C is greater than angle 1. In triangle BCD, that complete triangle. In triangle BCD means that complete triangle. If angle C is greater than angle 1, so the side opposite to angle C, which is BD, is greater than side opposite to angle 1, BC. It means BD is greater than BC. We can change BD as BA plus AD, and AD is replaces by AC because they both are equal to each other by construction. If angle C is greater than angle 1, BD is greater than BC. Reason: side opposite to greater angle is larger. BA plus AD is greater than BC. BA plus AC is greater than BC because we replace AD with AC because they both are equal to each other by construction. We can write a BA as AB. AB plus AC is greater than BC. So students, we proved one relation. Similarly, we can prove these two different relations. We have to only focus on our construction vertex. So hope all doubts are clear now. Now your homework. Today's homework is revise and do theorem 7.5 to 7.8 and do examples of chapter number 7. So students, you have to revise all these theorems and do examples in your practice notebook and then send to me. So students, today's lecture is finished now. Thank you. Have a nice day.